Johnson. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Off play action. Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. And got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Fields gets it to Gordon. Oh, he faked him with a juke. Now he's got some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Throwing on first down. Daniels escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Daniels. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find...
Well, the Chiefs are going to get him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Fields. Able to get this to Gordon. And they're able to work get this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Fields will fire one end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Fields. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an
punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Off the play fake, Fields. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Flush to his right. He's got Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, second and goal. Looking to throw. Fields stepping up, he'll try and run. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now Gordon on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Let's go, D. Check, 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 check.
Looking to throw. Fields. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but they still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a breaker.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ochena Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Third and 12.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check 55 for Mike.
To throw on third down, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Fielded at the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 1. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Off play action. Fields. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Fields in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken at about the 36. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Got an open man, it's Scott. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Leonard Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Kill, turn up, kill,
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
On 3rd down, Daniels. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. And look at this, it's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Right here.
Throwing to start the drive. Fields. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they rattle off a big one. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Looking to throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on 3rd down. Daniels. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. He got something going in the running game. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. In your face.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Fournette, a 1st down carry. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Looking to throw. Fields looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. From the gun, Fields. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him, and then
he's got some space. On 1st down, Fields. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Fields. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Echo. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. From the 2 now, second and goal. Second and 2. Rolling to his right. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Brashad Perriman. His first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate in the box. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Like 22 is coming, 22 is coming.
They'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Well, we saw a close game that